I began covering HIV/AIDS in 1990 for Science magazine and started working with Malcolm in '97. And we've been to about 50 countries in the world covering epidemics there. And we both felt as though we always moved too quickly from place to place. And we wanted to look at the epidemic in one place for a prolonged period. And it intersected with this global push to try to end AIDS in given locales because of all these research advances that have happened recently. And we chose Tijuana for several reasons, but one was because it was close to my home in San Diego, and another was because Malcolm speaks Spanish and was interested in living there.
I mean, for this kind of story, it seemed to me that it was very important to be close to the people so that when things happened, I could be right on top of it, and I could, you know, circulate around the town every day, maybe a couple of times, looking for people to photograph. And none of the photographs were set up, so it was a matter of trying to catch people doing what they were doing. And I had to be there for that. We first went there, I think, more than 2 years ago. And then I guess I went back here about a year and a half ago and started photographing intensively after that time.
Yeah, we did a story for Science magazine a few years ago about the HIV/AIDS situation in Tijuana. One of the problems with magazine and newspaper journalism is it's static. You're there for the day or the week or the month even, and you don't really see what happens to people and efforts to help people over time. And so that's really what I think attracted both of us, was this notion that we were going to see the passage of time. We struggled with a book title for a long time because we didn't want it to be too polemical. We didn't want it to be too, you know, fist in the air or too sentimental. Yet at the same time, we wanted to capture something that spoke to even beyond Tijuana, because really one of the points of the book is this is a case study for the world. And I was, for New Year's Eve, putting together a playlist on iTunes, and I found this old Bob Dylan song that's kind of obscure, and just looked at it and called Malcolm right away and said, I think I found the title. Tomorrow is a long time.
It has a kind of informality and an openness about it, and yet it's poetic. And also, since we agreed on the title, which was pretty much as soon as Jon came up with it, it's really given us direction, and it seems like everything else has been gelling since then in terms of the selection of pictures and Jon's approach to the writing. So finding that was a real turning point.
It just perfectly captured the sense that I have that everything takes too long in Tijuana to bring change, to use these advances that have been clearly shown to work. The way the system works, the poverty, the struggles of the people, it's taking too long.